All right, we're coming at you from the shop again today, and if you listen in the background, you can hear the F-16 fighter jets. 4 of them just took off in that fashion. They're headed out probably over the Oregon coast already. In Portland, Oregon, we have a very active Air National Guard base. Every day between, 8 o'clock, noon, and I think 5, they take off and practice. Always jets flying above. We are not working on jets. We work on cars and trucks in this shop, and we like to tinker with microcars. Today, something a little different. A big old mega truck, full-size Tundra in the shop, and I just want to show you what I'm dealing with in case anyone else has this problem. These are pretty good rigs. This thing has a 4.6 liter V8 in it, and it has a check engine light. Actually a check engine light and a traction control light. Not sure why the traction control light is on, other than just to grab your attention. And let's see, it runs smooth. I'll show you the light I'm talking about. So if you get the check engine light, which is, whoops, turn off the radio right there, and then below it says track off. Those 2 lights are on when driving. I'm going to turn this off right now because that doesn't really add a lot of value to my video. The customer just wants it to run better. He says it's misfiring. It's not. I scanned the codes. It has 3 codes all pertaining to the same thing, and guess what it is? It is what's called secondary air injection system, and this is 1 bank of cylinders, 4 cylinders on this side, 4 cylinders on this side, and each side has a connected valve right here that allows a little bit of intake air to mix with the exhaust air on startup, usually within the first 2 minutes of running. And this is the valve that controls that. And the code is P2440. It's a specific Toyota code, and it says that this is stuck. And I have already pulled out the Torx screws. You see that right there? They're Torx head screw. I used a bit like this. What is that, a T15, something like that? It's a T20. Can't even read it. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. Anyhow, you use the Torx bit to loosen up the 4 little screws on top of the valve. You unplug the electrical connection, and if you turn the valve over, it's really easy to get to. You can see that is nasty. There's no cleaning that. There's no servicing that in any way. It's burned. It's really burned. I think it got water in it. There's rust stains. So this is the top part of the valve that has the electrical motor in it. This is the bottom part of the valve. It has a rubber gasket that seals the 2 together. And it's like a reed valve for a 2-stroke. See that reed there? Kind of flops open. So it allows exhaust gas to go one way and not the other, is what I'm thinking. So the code is this valve is stuck. Well, no kidding. It's stuck. It's burned. So we ordered a new valve. Now you can get these valves online for about 175 bucks. The dealer wants thousands of dollars. I needed it today, so I paid double that. That's just the way it goes. You need something right away, you got to have it. This is what the valve looks like, complete. And I'm going to pop this off and take a look at the inside and just see what the difference is. I think it's going to look a lot better. Give me a second here and I'll tear it apart. Okay, so we just took the screws out of our new valve. The old valve had T25 Torx head screws and the new one had T15s. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, already it looks tremendously better. I can pop that off. Oh, here we go. Haha, that's what the valve should look like. Not like that, but like that. That makes more sense. Okay, let's pop this on, clear the codes, and see if we fixed our truck. All right, so we got the truck pulled out. We got the new valve on the driver's side, which is bank 1. Do remember that there are 2 secondary air control valves. There's one on the passenger side, which is bank 2. It's right here. See that? I'm touching it. And there's one on the driver's side right here. Now this is a 4.6 liter V8. On the 5.7s, they're in a different location and they're different valves. So be aware of that. And also years too. This truck was produced in September of 2011, but it's considered a 2012. So this valve is different than a 2011 and or a 2013. I just felt the truck move. That means that we have a stowaway and we may have to abort the film. Still, get out of there. What are you doing in somebody else's truck? This is not acceptable. You're gonna get your fine white hair that you shed all over everything in this guy's truck, and you're gonna get me in trouble. Come on, get out of there. Get out of there. No, she's not gonna get out of there. Okay, so where were we? So we got the valves on. We talked about the check engine light. Let me turn the fan off so we can talk here. Okay, so track light's not on. I just cleared the codes with my supercomputer. You don't need a supercomputer, you just need one that can clear codes and give you some numbers. And let's start it up, see what happens. So, nice. I think it's gone. So if that code was still active, it would have lit the check engine light and the track off light by now. So we're going to take this thing for a test drive, confirm that all the running gear is good. I'm pretty confident that it's fixed. That valve only works usually when it's cold out, first start type of thing. It's an emission control that helps bleed a little intake air into the exhaust to light off the Kelly converters and make this thing clean as possible on cold startup. And everybody wants clean air, right? So I know it's kind of a hassle. It's one more device that can go bad, but it has a function. So we're gonna stop, clear this thing, check it, take it for a drive, but I think we're good. And Stella, the stowaway, is not relinquishing her princess seat. She likes going on rides. All right, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out my videos, and we'll check you guys next time. Probably working on microcar. That's what we like to do.